Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where in the world you're tuning in from. Thank you for joining me today to talk about a program that is near and dear to my heart, the Pittsburgh Public Schools Summer Dreamers Academy. Before I begin, I'd like to introduce myself and the work of my office more broadly. I'm Melanie Claxton, the coordinator of Out of School Time for Pittsburgh Public Schools. For those of you that are unfamiliar with our work, the Office of Out of School Time exists to ensure all Pittsburgh Public School students have access and exposure to opportunities and experiences that complement, enhance, and extend learning that occurs during the school day. And we do this through a coordinated network of high-quality community partners. And we have kind of three key areas of work, and those areas include recruiting and managing partnerships with more than 100 community-based organizations through a quarterly approval process really designed to connect students across the district to high-quality programming aligned with their needs and interests. We also oversee and operate 2 homework programs that directly serve over 3,000 Pittsburgh public school students annually. The first being the After School Academy, and then the award-winning Summer Dreamers Academy, of which we're here to focus on today. So I really wanted to lay the foundation for why we're talking about Summer Dreamers Academy. In the United States, we know that the summer months are a crucial time when students who come from families that are economically disadvantaged, which in urban areas tend to be students of color, experience summer learning loss. So research supported by the Wallace Foundation indicates that students can lose up to 2 months of math skills during the summer months, while low-income students can also lose up to 2 or more months of reading achievement. This means that 9 out of 10 of our teachers will spend at least 3 weeks at the beginning of the school year reteaching material as opposed to introducing new concepts. Over time, the cumulative effects of summer learning loss can amount to years of instructional loss through the course of the elementary, middle, and high school years, leading to an increase in what is often referred to as the opportunity or achievement gap. Defined as this disparity in access to resources and experiences that lead to positive student outcomes, the opportunity gap is ever present in our current educational system. Therefore, programs like Summer Dreamers Academy were specifically designed to address the inequity in access to learning opportunities by blending engaging academics and unique enrichment activities, delivered in a positive setting to create a culture for learning while promoting 21st century skills. So what exactly is Summer Dreamers Academy? So Summer Dreamers is a 27-day, no-cost premier summer learning camp that offers high-quality academic lessons in English language arts and mathematics, and exciting and engaging enrichment activities to current Pittsburgh Public School students who've completed grades kindergarten through 8th. We emphasize that this is not a traditional summer school program, but a camp environment with a strong positive culture and a structure to help students grow academically. Not only do we work to address barriers that can prevent students from engaging in unique educational opportunities, like the cost of a program or access to transportation and food, we also strive to ensure that all students have hands-on learning experiences across the course of our 6-week program. To support this effort, there are a couple of things that we like to focus on. And we have 4 major goals that help inform our program model. And so we really want our campers who are participating in the program to be able to increase their academic achievement in reading and math, realize that learning is a lifelong pursuit while developing a passion for and excitement about learning, and be able to build confidence by discovering new strengths and by developing a more positive self-concept. And then finally, we hope that they're developing perseverance by attempting new things and by striving to improve in all that they do. In addition to our goals, we have 3 cultural principles which ensure a successful summer. And so for us, it's really important that we really reinforce these principles, which are be nice, work hard, and have fun. At Summer Dreamers, we focus on the core foundational pieces that will allow us to create a positive learning environment for all students. These intentional elements are infused throughout the program in order to cultivate this culture of fun and excitement. And this is extremely evident from how we design/decorate our space to how we start our day. So each site starts with identifying a theme such as superheroes or music and ensures that the spaces our students are learning in and interacting in are reinforcing those themes. And oftentimes we include them in making these handmade decorations that they get to design. And from that moment, from the moment our campers step off their buses or depart from their parents' vehicles, they're immediately greeted by warm, smiling staff that are welcoming them and cheering them on towards another successful day. And this is everyone from our camp leadership team, to our teachers, to our camp coordinators, even when they're going through the breakfast line, so our food service workers. It's really important that we all bring this positive energy to this work. So each morning, we begin with a high energy, what we're calling our all camp meeting, where campers and staff come together as a community to recognize one another with awards and shout outs, to celebrate their individual and combined successes, and remind one another of camp rules and procedures as they're getting motivated for their day. So awards, certificates, and recognition events are also used to acknowledge and reward positive habits and behaviors throughout the day, including things like the regular program attendance awards or awards for persistence in academic and enrichment activities and for following our camp rules. So finally, we have an incentive system that we call our promise dollars that are awarded to campers that allows them to be rewarded for displaying behaviors that are aligned with our camp rules, as I mentioned before, which are work hard, be nice, and have fun. And then campers can redeem their early weekly earnings at our promise store, and they get to see how their hard work and effort translates into kind of a tangible reward. This is then followed by our academic blocks consisting of 90 minutes of English language arts and 90 minutes of mathematics. All youth participate in our morning academic classes, which are taught by certified, experienced teachers who follow a specialized curriculum that is designed to reinforce the content that children have seen during the prior school year and build skills in preparation for the coming school year. We work closely with our curriculum team and teachers to ensure that the academic time is relevant and as interesting as the activities and team building time, and that it's also aligned to the academic goals of the traditional school year to really reinforce that connection. This means that our teachers are continuously adapting lessons based on the learning styles of their students and creating activities that both reinforce theory and concepts through hands-on practice and relation back to everyday lives. We even provide opportunities for students to select between 3 or 4 books in an area of interest to take home and begin to build their own personal libraries as they're developing their passion for literature and reading. So after the rigor and fun that takes place in the morning, our students are given the opportunity to engage in appropriate child developmental play. In the current cultural environment in the United States, where we're witnessing the loss of play/recess time, it's extremely important to us and our students that they're able to participate in this less structured playtime. We know that this not only allows them to continue to build upon their social emotional learning skills, but really building these positive relationships with peers, but provides them with an opportunity to physically move their growing bodies. We end our day with our enrichment activities. While our highly qualified and experienced school teachers lead our academic components, we partner closely with community organizations to lead our activity time. When learning to master a new skill or engage in a new learning experience, it's important to work with those who have demonstrated mastery of said skill. By partnering with these community organizations, we're able to bring in a wide array of individuals who have years, if not decades, of knowledge and expertise in a variety of areas, allowing us to facilitate activities such as kayaking, swimming, drumming, African dance, clay and mosaic making, theater, improv, puppet making, photography, cooking, etc. So if you can think of it, more than likely Hello again, everyone. It appears we're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our internet connection. I'm actually in one of our schools this morning, so I'm on our district Wi-Fi. So I do apologize for that and the kind of delay and disconnect in the presentation. So it'll be 2 separate videos, unfortunately, this morning, but I'll kind of pick up where I left off. And then hopefully for those of you that are maybe just joining us, I'll just do a quick recap. My name is Melanie Claxton. I'm the coordinator of Out of School Time for Pittsburgh Public Schools, and I oversee the Summer Dreamers Academy, which is our summer camp program for district students. And so if you're getting caught up, I've just been talking a little bit about our program structure and really like how we try to engage students throughout the day, really in kind of like culturally relevant activities and academics. So as I was saying before, the true test for a successful program year is kind of marrying together all of these components that I previously discussed to create kind of a seamless day for our campers. So that's our academics, our enrichment, and that means building in academic and hands-on learning opportunities throughout the day. So in the afternoon, our providers are required to build in connected writing projects into their curriculum. And the project can take the form of different types of activities, such as a cookbook, magazine, a comic book, a script for a commercial or project pitch, as is appropriate for that particular activity. So this not only reinforces the work being done during the morning, but the learning occurring in the afternoon as well. So one of the key components for our program is that our staff are working alongside and with our students through all aspects of the day. While some traditional instruction occurs in the classroom, we utilize various best practices in classroom instruction. So these include things like creating stations, pull-out options, and student-led supports. Additionally, it's really important for us that we are engaging family because we do truly believe in the saying that it takes a village. So that's why we're always continuously striving to find ways to engage our families and community members in our work. So from things like our Summer Dreamers Night Out, which is a pre-camp kickoff designed to get families and campers excited about the start of camp, to our family days, newsletters, and end of camp showcase/celebration. Our families are always welcome and encouraged to visit, observe, and learn with us. So that's a little bit about the structure of our program, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about how we came to be and really where we're looking to go moving forward. So while I think, like I said, it's very easy to talk about kind of our current state, I wanted to share some background information because we just recently celebrated our 10-year anniversary this past summer. So I'll start from kind of the beginning. So after attending a national conference on the importance of summer learning in 2009, our superintendent at the time came back with a new concept for how our district could begin to address the challenge of summer learning loss. We recognized that it was our duty or charge to do something to mitigate these effects on our students. Thus was born the concept of Summer Dreamers Academy, a way in which we could create an intentional focus on the importance of year-round learning and a model that was reflective of the needs of our students during the summer months. And so launched in 2010 with 2,000 students, focusing primarily on students in middle grades, so 6th through 8th, we began piloting a new approach to learning. We then expanded to serve students in kindergarten to 8th grade the following year, as the need for this learning experience became apparent among our younger students and those transitioning into high school. This was evident by the fact that we enrolled nearly 6,000 students that year. So really just kind of showcasing the demand for this work in our program. In 2013, with a firm program model in hand, we strived to better understand the impact of our programming to ensure that we were actually achieving our desired academic outcomes. To that end, we launched a random control study in partnership with the RAND Corporation, and we're excited to see that our students were making gains. So what did we notice? So first, some short-term gains in math, equivalent to about 15% of what students learn in mathematics in a calendar year. After 2 consecutive summers, students with high attendance, so that's 20 or more days per summer, outperformed their peers in math, English language arts, and social emotional learning skills, which translated to about between 20 and 25% of the typical annual gains in mathematics and reading. We also saw a reduction in school year absences across all grade levels, with a greater impact in earlier grades. So school year absences reduced by 2 days for our 1st grade students, but approximately 1 day for our 8th graders. So really kind of setting a positive trend and model as they prepare for each school year. So with our research in hand, we continue to think of ways to strengthen our program and create additional academic pipelines for students. In 2018, our region faced a renewed focus and energy surrounding kindergarten readiness. From this, the Little Dreamers Academy was launched, and we could not be more excited to welcome our pre-K campers into the Summer Dreamers family as we help them prepare for integration into a differently structured learning environment. This was also the first year for the district's Center for Advanced Studies Dreamers program, targeting higher performing 8th grade students with a more rigorous academic model. Additionally, in 2009, so this year, we piloted 10 extended school year classrooms across 3 sites in an effort to ensure that Summer Dreamers Academy could be more inclusive and really inclusive of all district students by creating the least restrictive learning environment for students with a variety of needs and supports. As we strive to think differently about our work, we always look to create pipelines and opportunities to strengthen this work over time. For the past 4 years, we've been fortunate enough to work with local agencies to bring on youth workers, many of whom who have matriculated out of the program and have a desire to enter the field of education. For us, this work is cyclical. We continue to provide the necessary supports for students to thrive and realize their talents, and then create opportunities for them in turn to share those talents back with us in the world. Over the next 10 years, we'll continue to refine and grow this work with specific attention to those who continue to be underserved. So I wanted to kind of switch up the format a little bit. So I've been really focused on kind of why we started doing this work, how does this work look, and kind of where are we moving forward in this work. But I wanted to invite one of my colleagues to join me this morning because she really has that on-the-ground, hands-on experience with the program. And so I'm asking, and I'm going to be joined by my colleague, Ms. Clementine Sinak. Clem is a district teacher. She also served as a camp director leading our largest site for the past 2 years. So I've asked her to join me today to get her perspective from like the staff piece around leading this work and why this work is maybe important to her, why she chooses to be engaged in this work, and really what continues to make her want to be involved with the program, and how does this maybe differ from some of the things she's experiencing during the traditional school year. So I'm going to slide this over a bit and transition over to Ms. Sinak. So there you go.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Clem Sinek, as Melanie said, and the Summer Dreamers program I've wanted to be involved in for the past 3 years I've been in the district. So from the beginning, I love the model, the structure, everything that had to do with Summer Dreamers in itself, and its motto of, be nice, work hard, have fun, which is something we really want kids to do. My personal experience with Summer Dreamers has been one of positivity, purpose, having the ability to be the director, to create an environment of positivity amongst the leadership and empower the teachers and have a positive experience for our students has been a truly wonderful experience for me. I think our work is unique because the only exception, period, is to just be nice, work hard, have fun, which is our motto. Our day lends itself to rigor, fun, which satisfies not only what teachers need, but also what administrators need, and also the needs of students to have fun during the summer, while traditional schedule tends to be driven mostly by academic standards, but push for preparing for state assessments. With Summer Dreamers, excuse me, the opportunity to, enjoy afternoon activities, give students the peace of mind that their hard work in the morning is also rewarded with an activity that they have chosen. Students also realize by doing this that learning can be both fun and important. I think our program is a perfect model for creating an environment of academic success and program-driven fun. Summer Dreamers is a model that works, as seen with the academic growth of students who have attended the program and show growth the following school year. I believe it's a great blueprint for more success and growth in the traditional school year. So I'm biased. I love this program. I think this program should always have a group who pushes and recognizes what is great about our program. So I just want to say thank you for allowing me to share my experience with Summer Dreamers, and I hope you continue to follow our success today and in the future. I appreciate it.
Cool. Well, thank you, Clem. I'm so glad you could be here with us this morning. As I mentioned before, I do think it's really important to also have the perspective of those who are most closely connected and directly doing this work during the summer months. And I'll just share a little bit about myself at this point. So I kind of come to this work from different perspectives. So I was fortunate enough to be an intern with Summer Dreamers in its first 2 summers. So being a part of the initial building phase, to now be someone who's leading this work is really important for me because I've been able to see how we've grown this program. We've really refined it. We've really kind of made sure that it's student-focused, student-centered, and really try to incorporate as much youth voice as possible over the years. So I'm really proud of what we've all been able to accomplish together between our teaching staff, our administrators, our community partners. It really, like I said before, it does take a village, even with our families, to make this work year in and out. And so I'm also glad to be continuously connected to this work and look forward to what the next 10 years will bring for us. So before we kind of transition and end today's session, I do have kind of an ask for the HundrED community. So I really just hope that you all will continue to share the wonderfully innovative work that you're doing year-round so we can begin to change the narrative around educational systems being unresponsive to our students. So I think there are a lot of different programs, different strategies that are being implemented that are beginning to kind of chip away at some of those things, and we have to really, and so the more that we do that, then we can begin to change some of these larger structures that have always existed by replacing them with these kind of fresh ideas and new concepts. And we all know that change is easier when we're many as opposed to few. So I do look forward to continuing to learn more about your innovations so that we may begin to think differently about, our work, my work in particular. And so I hope that this is not just something that we're looking into, but something that you all are considering. And I trust that by being a part of this community, you are. And I really do hope that you all see me as an ally, basically, in this journey that we have ahead of us. So once again, I do apologize for some of the technical difficulties that we had kind of midway. So you'll see that there's kind of a part 1 and a part 2 to this live cast today. And so if you're just tuning in for the part 2, please do make sure you check out the first part because we do kind of go over the model a little bit more in detail. And I think that that'll be the most helpful if you're thinking about how do I implement something like this in my own space. And I'm always happy to be a resource for anyone that's trying to do that. So don't hesitate to reach out. But really, I just want to say thank you. So thank you for being with us today. Thank you for, allowing us to share some of this great work. And we look forward to the next WEBday and to learn more about the work that you all are doing as a community. So we hope to stay connected and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. So really just thank you again and have an amazing day.